Hello everyone, welcome back to my unboxing series. As always, I'm your host, Sagtag. I'm doing fine. How about you guys? Today we are unboxing one of my favorite video games of all time. We're talking about Hitman, and specifically about Hitman 3. So this is Hitman 3. The reason why I chose it for consoles, and especially for the Xbox, is the fact that it looks better on the Xbox. It has higher graphical fidelity than on the base PlayStation 5. But as you guys may know, judging from my videos, I also have the next version of the PlayStation 5. So the reason is, why should I opt for the Xbox version while I have the PlayStation, or even better, the PC version? Well, the PC version is quite whimsical from a couple of standpoints. First and foremost, I didn't expect the game to be sometimes a stuttering mess on PC, especially when dealing with crowds of NPCs. I played the Coti escalations in Hitman World of Assassination, because this is how we call it today. It used to be Hitman 3. It used to be affordable in terms of pricing, but in 2021, I think, IO Interactive, which is the developer, decided to bring under the same roof the first, the second, and the third iteration of the Hitman reboot. You know, the Hitman 1 was an episodic release dating back to 2016, I think, because Hitman Absolution was launched back in 2012, I think. And this is the reason why you can say that PC would be the best bet. Of course, it looks better, and I'm cranking the video game settings, the graphical settings, to the max. One of the major hindrances when it comes to the console version is the fact that you don't get ray traced reflections the same way as you get on PC, which is a shame, because reflections don't require that many resources in order to render, and they have by far the largest graphical impact when it comes to ray tracing. So, as I stated before, normally if you get Hitman 3, you should have access to Hitman 1, Hitman 2, and Hitman 3 because of the update. This is how it looks. This is one of the first games I have bought for my Xbox. This is the beautiful Hitman 3. Okay, so this leaves us with Hitman World of Assassination. As I mentioned to you, I went ahead and I purchased it for the PlayStation, the physical edition, due to the fact that, as you guys know, I'm a huge physical edition advocate. I know that they have a shelf life, those DVDs, in 20, 30 years tops. Sadly, even less. They might as well be dead. But from the time being, I endorse physical gaming. My major hindrance with Hitman World of Assassination is the always online requirement in order to progress with the challenges and feats of the video game. This is one of my major contention points. I strongly dislike that, and I hate IO Interactive for not implementing a single player offline solution. Because, truth be told, this is a single player game. So, I will read from the backside of the Hitman 3 physical edition for the Xbox to see if the game description is anything different from the Hitman World of Assassination version. So we have: enter the world of the ultimate assassin. Become Agent 47. Suit up for a spy thriller adventure when all of your deadly abilities are put to the test. The second one is the freedom of approach. Your deadliest weapon is creativity. Unlock new gear and up your game on highly replayable missions. And the third point is the world of assassination. Traveling a living, breathing world, flush with shady characters and deadly opportunities. Optimized for the Xbox Series X. As I mentioned before, this used to be the definitive way of playing it on console, because the base PlayStation 5 used to be inferior to this. Smart delivery, 4K Ultra HD, HDR10 video, and single player. Video physics, IO Interactive, which is also developing 007 First Light, which is bound to be a hit. I have put my faith into that video game. And this is Hitman 3. Well, in 2021 they have decided to bring it all together, and it includes the content of Hitman, Hitman 2, and Hitman 3. Okay, so we have Hitman World of Assassination, IO Interactive, my favorite Danish developer, and we once again read from the backside of the physical edition. Enter the world of the ultimate assassin. Hitman World of Assassination brings together the best of Hitman, Hitman 2, and Hitman 3, including the main campaign, contracts mode, escalations, elusive target arcades, and featured live content. If we are to look side by side, Become Agent 47, freedom of approach, and World of Assassination. So basically, we have the same content on the back side. Become Agent 47 for the sake of lengthening the video. We have Suit Up for a spy thriller adventure where all your deadly abilities are put to the test across more than 20 locations. Okay, so this is something different. Your deadliest weapon is creativity, highlighting the freedom of approach. Unlock new gear and up your game on highly replayable missions. Basically the same thing. Traveling a living, breathing world filled with intriguing characters and lethal opportunities. So we have shady characters and deadly opportunities filled, flush with, okay? And lethal opportunities as opposed to deadly opportunities. We also have the freelancer mode. This is made in the EU, and this, as always, is made in Austria with the physical edition of the PlayStation versions. The freelancer mode is a new way to play on your own terms that combines roguelike elements and deep strategic planning with a persistent An infinitely replayable gameplay experience. Includes a PSN voucher code for Hitman World of Assassination VR missions, and also you get access to VR, which is a PlayStation exclusive. It's also available on PC, but you know, it's different hardware and there are different conditions to playing your video game. Includes a PSN voucher for Hitman World of Assassination VR missions, account for PlayStation Network, and internet connection required to redeem. Code expires on the 25th of August 2026. Users must be at least 18 years old or older. Full terms apply. See playstation.com/legal. 60 gigabytes minimum. Vibration function supported in-game purchases. PS5 enhanced IO interactive. Voiceover English, text and subtitles English, French, German, Italian, Spanish, Russian, simplified Chinese, traditional Chinese. Okay, let's unwrap this bad boy. As I mentioned you, I have encountered some uneven PC performance, which I didn't expect. Okay. This is how it looks. On the inside, full VR mode with the code. So we have, to experience Hitman World of Assassination on your PS5 console, you need to use this code to download the PS4 version of the game, which can be played on the PS5 via backwards compatibility. Playing Hitman World of Assassination on your PS5 requires a PSVR headset, a DualShock 4 controller sold separately, and a PlayStation camera for PS4, and the PlayStation camera adapter. No purchase required. Okay. So we have this voucher code, terms of conditions of it. This is the physical CD. And if I am to ask you guys which one you like best, what would you say? The Hitman 3 or the Hitman World of Assassination cover art? Also, it's one DVD. Okay. This is how the Hitman 3 one looks like. The Xbox and the PlayStation. So on the PlayStation 5 Pro, you get native 4K support. You don't get the upscaling version for the PlayStation 5 Pro because there is a single way of playing the video game. There isn't a performance or a ray tracing or a quality mode. It's the standard way of playing the video game. And the enhanced ray tracing for the video game. But the differences are subtle. They are minimal at best and best encapsulated with the following meme. The meme in question is the meme of Commander Shepard, the protagonist of the Mass Effect series, and the contact lenses in Specialized meme, which will not be recalling by heart, and I will play out the original for our own entertainment. So, this is the meme that I'm talking about. Pay attention.
Your contact lenses just arrived.
1-800-CONTACTS. They can't have my brand. I have special eyes.
Look with your special eyes.
My brand.
My brand. So this is the Specialized meme, which I enjoy a lot. In fact, you have to have Specialized in order to notice the differences between the Xbox or the base PlayStation version and the PlayStation 5 version in terms of ray tracing support, because it doesn't feature the ray traced reflections that you get on PC. A big bummer, but this is how it goes. Maybe in a future patch, it will improve the graphics of the video game. So, thank you for being here, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it well. This is one of my favorite games, within the top 5 of my favorite games ever made. Basically because it's so much content for your money and so many ways of replaying your missions. It could have been a bit more sordid, a bit more shady characters, a bit more Hitman blood money or contracts, a bit more gory or horror-like vibes, more gloomy. A bit more Hitman Absolution, even if that game was very corny and very cheesy with badly written characters, but it had its charm, and I love Hitman Absolution from the bottom of my heart, and this is one of the most epic video games. But the biggest loss in my book was the fact that Jesper Kyd, or Jesper Kyd, because he's Danish, didn't compose the music for the video games, with Hitman Blood Money being the last one to feature the music of Jesper Kyd. So, if anyone at IO Interactive ever watches this video, and Hakan Abrak, which is the CEO, ever does, I hope you guys can bring back Jesper Kyd on board, because he is the GOAT, the best of the best. And he's up there with Behavior, with Michael McCann, with Amon Tobin, with I don't know, with the composer of Mass Effect, with Williams, with whatever his name is, with Sasha Dikisian, okay. Really good content, really great content. As far as I remember, I still have Sasha Dikisian on my Steam friend list. Double check it right quick. I need to access the Steam list from my other device because I didn't yet log in on my Android device. This is shot from the 16 Pro Max. Keep safe and sound, guys. I'll see you next time. Sector out.